Alright, here we go. Video tutorial to get this all working. So, we'll start with everything powered off. So, we're starting at 0. Router's on the ground. It's plugged into the back, into the Cat 5 cable. There's a USB cable connected between the M32 and the laptop. And here we go. Power on the M32. Once it's up, everything else should talk the way it's supposed to. We'll start with the laptop. Power it on. Comes on, you can click the screen. It's also touch screen, so you can just touch it. Comes up to this page here. Reaper is already there, so double click. Pops up. Gives this thing that's like, oh, you know, this is a trial. Reaper's not free, even though Reaper is free. See how it changed to still evaluating. Just click that. And all the tracks are already armed and actually labeled. All the things are red. If they weren't red, that's what it would look like. But they're all already armed. And there's the redundancy over here, where you can also see the channels over here. You see his 2 fingers on the mouse pad. And you can scroll up and down through the numbers over here also, just to look at it. You can see everything's labeled and numbered. And also see that all that labeling corresponds to all the channels over here the exact same way. So it just makes sense. I set it up so that it's 30 channels actually armed. So it's up to vocals up to 24, but if there's extra ones in the line, you don't need to change anything, you just hit record. If they've got extra channels on the back end, whatever they're adding, it'll link up with the computer and be just fine. Okay. So it's all armed and ready to go. Hit record, and it's recording. And it can record for however long it needs to record for. This is a new computer, plenty of room. Hit stop, and then it's gonna say this: select files to save or delete. Obviously you'd want to save it all. I'm going to delete them all right now because I don't want any of this. Delete 30 files, because 30 tracks. And there we go. The only thing that could possibly be weird is if you don't have the mixing console on and plugged in before you open this program. It's basically will tell you that it's looking for the audio device, and if it doesn't read it because you don't have it on or plugged in, it'll just be saying retry to look for it, and you just hit retry until it pops up. Okay, so that's that with the recording. Now the iPad, I've already got the router plugged in and turned on. It's plugged into the back of the M32, ready to go. Power on the iPad. Do 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 do. Apple. Taking forever to load. This is normal. Alright, my password is 1, 2, M32. Swipe over to the M32 mix. Gonna pop up. Here's the IP address. It's listening. Okay. So I think I need to confirm that the M32 console IP address matches this one, and since it's not turning green immediately, that's something. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. This is actually something that's good that this happened. You have to confirm for sure that you're connected to the right router, and this iPad automatically booted up and connected to my home router. So that's why it's not picking it up and it's staying red and saying listening. So back out of this. One would assume that wherever you'll be at, won't pick up another router. But let's say you did. It picks up somebody's phone or whatever. Settings. Wi-Fi. That's right, my Wi-Fi at home is DEA. It's ridiculous. What you need to connect to is the one that is Belkin EOF. That is the router for the M32. Password's already synced into the iPad, so you won't need to know anything to connect to it. But now you can see that you confirmed to the Belkin. You can get back out of this. Go back to the M32. And connected. As you can see, it's all labeled and matches the board. 1 through 8, 9 through 16, 17 through 24. Now if you want to do monitors using the pad, it's as simple as hit sends on faders. And then it's like, oh, what's mix 1? You know, channel 1's 9 through 16, all in mix 1, mix 2, mix 3, and so on. It's that simple. And okay, I think that about does it. 7 minutes, 55 seconds. Boot up the M32, laptop records, pad's communicating, it's ready to roll. Alright.